speaker. Mike is from NPO Netherlands, and he's going to share something on well, the platform you are building, right? You having on matching challenges and solutions. And yeah, I'm looking forward to get some insights on your work.
Yeah, many thanks for inviting me. But maybe the biggest question is to start with why I'm here. Why do you think I'm here? Someone.
Find solutions.
To find solutions. You're directly spot on. I'm here to help to have the creativity of you, because we need you. What we have seen in our work, that there are so many challenges in the world to have faced, that we cannot do it alone. We have to do it together. And it's maybe something you say, okay, yes, everyone is telling that. But we will give some examples and to show what our work has been done. And we will need a lot of people, a lot of creative minds to solve and to get solutions on it. What are the biggest challenges you face in your work? What is what you see worldwide? Can someone just shout out? What are challenges?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, as a strategic designer, I think. Can I hold it?
Yeah.
I think as a strategic designer, one of the main challenges or frustrations is that we come up with wonderful ideas, but we, the designers, are the ones who believe in the possibility, but not necessarily the big companies that still can implement these things. It seems it goes against the interest of the shareholders and all kinds of things. So I'm excited to hear how can maybe your company change that.
Yes, I will come back on that. So one of the challenges, we have solutions, and how do we match these solutions with the companies who really want to go and take ahead? And other challenges. What are more challenges we face?
I think you wanted to share a challenge, right?
No, but I think that's a challenge for designers, that we convince companies that design thinking is the way forward, but we also have to improve our skills in terms of connecting ideas to business value, to sustainable goals, and to actually also influence policymakers on a greater level. So then we need new skills. Otherwise, it will just will be designed in isolation.
What's really interesting to hear twice now, it's the connecting part. And if I'm talking to audiences from the financial part, people will say finance, money is the problem. People will say it's the lack of people, or the lack of creativity, or the lack of... And what we think, it's all about the creativity of people and how you connect those people. What we have done is to build a platform, a community. I won't tell you too much in detail about the community, but it's... Sorry, I quickly go on. We build a community. It's a matchmaking platform where we match challenges to solutions. And I will explain you something that it's always about bridge. People called me up and they said, I have 10,000 mattresses from the prison, and they have to be recycled. Who can help me out? This is the questions you want to have as a designer, that you want to have the questions from the market. We work in a big project with IKEA. Everyone knows IKEA. What is your opinion? What is your opinion if you look at IKEA to circularity, to people? What is your opinion if you, as a designer, look at IKEA? Can someone give a reaction on IKEA?
Becoming better and better. They're really they're into sustainable goals, and they're really trying to reduce waste as much as possible. And I think they're really taking this issue seriously, actually.
Yes. What we have found out, I will explain in a couple of minutes, I will explain some projects we are going to do with them and we are working on. But what's really important to see is that it's all about connection and creativity. The questions are there, we have to seek for the right people. Our community with 7,000 members, it's an open platform, everyone can be involved, so students, people who are in business, everyone can upload their solution and their challenge, and it's just really about matchmaking. It's really about matchmaking with all these members. This is one of the examples we are going to do in India. It's not only challenges in the Netherlands, it's also challenges worldwide. We want to collect, because if we can collect these challenges, you as designers can step in and come with fantastic solutions. I will really go briefly 1 minute through how it works. It works through people. Every challenge we post at our platform, it's connected to a person, because it's not the company who has the issue, yes of course, but it's always the person who has inspired to take ahead this challenge. So what you see here of the Rai, we are in Amsterdam now, Stephanie Matas really likes to do something on how can we work with all our waste. And this is interesting. If you can connect people who are in just this moment in time, have questions, challenges, then the designer can step in and say, listen, we can add solution, or we can add a comment. In India, we rolled out this platform as well. And I'd like to talk a little bit about India and some of their challenges, which are worldwide challenges, of course. We launched the Indus platform, and one of the challenges at this platform was about paddy straw. Just to understand how a challenge works. We know that in India it suffers, in Delhi especially, in the winter with an enormous amount of smog. We really faced, this is Leonie, my partner of the Dutch embassy, we really faced it ourselves that you couldn't really walk outside. It was really, really horrible. One of the reasons of this paddy straw is that, of this smog, is that 30% is caused by the burning of the straw. Can you imagine? 30% is burned by straw. It's really stupid, because 60 years ago we did it in the Netherlands and we have now a lot of technology. But why the farmers do this? It's really an economically way, because they have no money to collect it. And because they have no money to collect it. But even on the other hand, Modi is saying, okay, we want to double the farmer income. If you combine, and that was about solutions, if you combine the burning of the straw and you make it collection, and you want to create a farmer income, and you want to create less deforestation, how can we do this? How on earth can we tackle one of this challenge? 20 million tons straw is burned, 60 million current wood production, and we need 29 million of annual wood. So one of these challenges is, it's so amazing, so big. So we said, okay, let's upcycle the straw into 5 business cases. We do that with a consortium, we signed the MOU, and one of the things we said, okay, can we make of this straw, can we make panels of it? So can you imagine that the straw which is burned now, you create from the straw with a technology of iron, you create a panel of it, and from this panel you can create, IKEA can create a tabletop. Then you create, at one moment you create that the farmers, we double their income, because that is not a waste they have, it's an income. We create that IKEA has a big issue on getting resources in the longer term, because deforestation, we all know, there is no forest anymore. We create for them a tabletop, and there is absolutely less burning, because of the fact that the farmers say they are going to collect it. Or another business case is that we create energy of it. Or another business case that you create packaging of it. Just to explain you what the moment we are doing. Let's show you some pictures of the panels. These are examples of panels which you can make of it. My thing is, that our community, we don't have the solutions. We really need you. What we can offer is we can offer you, at least at this moment, 200 to 300 challenges. And we all know there are many challenges in the world. But we offer the challenges at our platform, which are open for you to really take a look at it and to really get in contact with the person who's the owner of the challenge, who's really interested in solving this challenge. And we really need for you to have this creativity mind. I can share now at the podium, I can share with you 10, 20, 50 examples of challenges which we could work on. It's not about only paddy straw and paneling. It's about circular clothing, for example. If you produce a t-shirt like this, you need 10,000 liters of water. Can you imagine if you cut off this clothes, the waste of cutting clothes? It's enormous. How can we use this cutted waste for a new production? Now there is a technology which makes circular yarn of post-industrial waste. Just for an example. This is an example in how we can create from a challenge again to a solution. The 10,000 mattresses is a question. Spare parts of cars. How can we put them together so that we have a low environmental impact and less cost? Many challenges are there. Many solutions are there. Please help us to collect, to share, and with all your ideas at our future-proof community. This is my short introduction for today.